I'd like to call to order the joint meeting of the Glendale City Council and the Glendale Successor Agency for December 17th, 2013, being called to order 3:07 p.m. We have a roll call for the council.
Council members: Friedman.
Here.
Najarian. Here. Quintero.
Here.
Sinanian. Here. Mayor Weaver.
Here. And for the Successor Agency?
Board members: Friedman.
Here.
Najarian.
Here.
Quintero.
Here.
Sinanian.
Here.
Chair Weaver.
Here. May we have your report?
Agenda for the December 17, 2013 joint public meeting of the City Council and the Successor Agency was posted on Thursday, December 12, 2013 on the bulletin board outside City Hall. First item is the approval of the minutes of the previous joint meeting.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Board members: Friedman.
Here.
Najarian.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Quintero.
Yes.
Sinanian.
Yes.
Chair Weaver.
Aye. Next, please.
Next is a public hearing, Director of Economic Development. This is continued from December 10th, 2013, amended and restated disposition and development agreement for the Wilson, Maryland Lofts, Lemley Lofts project. A is a council resolution approving an amended and restated disposition and development agreement for the Lemley Lofts project and Health and Safety Code 33433 findings. B is agency resolution approving an amended and restated disposition and development agreement for the Lemley Lofts project and Health and Safety Code 33433 findings. C is council resolution making necessary findings and determination in accordance with the Health and Safety Code, section 33445, and D is agency resolution making necessary findings and determination in accordance with Health and Safety Code, section 33445.
Mr. Richo.
Yes, sir. This is hopefully the last time that you will see the entitlements for this particular project come before you, and the next step will actually be the commencement of construction groundbreaking. As you know, when redevelopment agencies were eliminated last year, some projects and obligations were caught in a limbo, and this project was one of them because some of its entitlement approvals had occurred before the end of redevelopment and some after, or at least one major one after the state drew its line in the sand. So at this point, what we have for you is the presumably final amended and restated DDA for the Lemley Lofts project, basically 42 units over 5 theaters and 6,000 square feet of commercial space. There is an investment on the part of the city secured by an operating covenant. This has been viewed and approved by the successor agency and city council previously as it was added onto the ROPS, the recognized obligation payment schedule that has been subsequently approved by the Department of Finance, the State Department of Finance. So at this point, if you recall, the final obstacles in our way were securing tax sharing agreements from our taxing entity partners, namely the school district, the community college district, and the board of supervisors. The school district had signed on fairly early. The community college district signed on last night, and Mr. Lanzafame is here with us today, having been to the board of supervisors this morning, and they too have signed on. So at this point, all of our partner agencies have signed their tax sharing agreements, and we bring this project to you again as the amended and restated DDA. If you have any specific questions about the deal points or terms, Mr. Lanzafame is here. If not, we can answer any questions the council might have.
This is a public hearing. I will open public hearing. This is...
So what's the next hurdle? Is it Department of Finance approval?
We should be straight to the ribbon cutting at this point.
There's a couple of
It's changed a
steps.
couple more times.
This is the last one.
Mr. Cho is being very optimistic. The next step is actually tomorrow before the Oversight Board.
Oversight Board.
They're represented by all the taxing entities. Presumably their sponsoring organizations have approved it, so the Oversight Board would. Then it goes to the Department of Finance. Again, we think that's a bit pro forma because they have approved the funding. It's on our current ROPS. They've approved it subject to these agreements. So we'll send all of that up. They have, if they take all the time that they're allowed, 60 days. So we anticipate by February, mid-February, that the developer can feel comfortable and secure in starting to spend money to do plans, draw plans. We'll get them in a plan check, and then we're to Mr. Ochoa's ribbon cutting.
The members of the Oversight Board consist of myself, Mr. Barry, who's one of our economic development project managers, Dr. Sheehan from the school district. Again, the school district has approved its revenue sharing agreement. Mr. Nakasone from GCC, they too have approved. Mr. Steger from county, they too have approved. So we feel pretty good.
And within the 60-day period, their entitlements won't expire for any of their design review or any of that?
No, in fact, those have been extended for 1 year based on your direction to go forward with this project. If they aren't in a position to pull a permit, we may have to come back as an administrative measure, but we're hopeful that we'll get everything in order and, again, be out with a shovel very shortly.
Well, I think this is a terrific project, so I really hope that at this point it just goes forward. But let us know how it goes.
It has been a bit like one of those old MASH series where you try and line one thing up, and there's a lot of pieces that came together. So on behalf of the staff, I really do thank you for your patience and your support in this. We've had a lot of different moving pieces, and I thank the developer as well for staying with us. So.
Well, if it happens, it will be really because of the developer's patience, but also because of the work of staff, because you all had to think pretty far outside the box, deal with a really unheard of situation to get this going.
I do have one card if everybody makes comments.
Well, just to follow up on what Ms. Friedman said, I actually spoke to a local elected official who was bemoaning the fact that none of their properties are being accepted by the state, county, et cetera. They're having a real rough time. So I do think you must be doing a good job of convincing the boards that, in fact, these projects do make sense.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's no more comments at this time. One speaker, Rodney Kahn. How many minutes do you want? 2 enough? Do you want 3?
2.5.
Okay, give him 2.5 minutes on that counter of yours.
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council, and City staff. My name is Rodney Kahn. My offices are located here in the city of Glendale. I'm here today on behalf of Mapleton RDS, which is led by Mr. Mark Nathanson, and Limbley Glendale LLC. Mr. Nathanson had planned on being here today, but he had some office responsibilities that prevented him from being here. In short, we are very excited. We are very excited that this project would be able to move forward. When it was put on hold a few years ago because of redevelopment going away, we were always hopeful but realistic. Realistic, we knew there was a possibility this project may never be built. A lot has changed over the past 2 years. Construction costs have gone up. Building codes have changed. But nevertheless, the ownership group is still as strong as ever, committed to making this project a reality. As mentioned by staff, we've worked with your city staff on this amended and restated disposition and development agreement. We hope that you will approve it here today, and thank you very much for your consideration.
You didn't even need 2.5 minutes for that. Okay, I have no more comments. The public hearing is closed. Any other comments, or is there a motion? Wait, we'll move 2A and C together for the council.
I'll move 2A and 2C.
Second?
Just for the record, I will be voting no on all of these, consistent with my prior positions over the last 2 or 3 years on this project. So with that, a roll call, please.
Council members Friedman?
Yes.
Najarian?
Yes.
Quintero?
Yes.
Sinanian?
Yes.
Mayor Weaver?
No. And now a motion on 2B and D for the agency.
I'll move the 2 items for the agency.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Board members Friedman?
Yes.
Najarian?
Yes.
Quintero?
Yes.
Sinanian?
Yes.
Chair Weaver?
No. Thank you. That is all on that item. Is there a motion adjourned for the Successor agency
Second.
and for the council?
Second.
Okay, we stand adjourned at 3:17 p.m. Thank you for attending, those of you that are here for that.